While the May elections gave rise to the Government of National Unity, it seems some of the parties are realigning based on what they term common principles. ActionSA, BOSA, Rise Mzansi and the Good Party are all exploring new ways of working together.
I wouldn't want to go into citing which individual ones because those engagements are early in a sensitive stage. And I think they need to be given the space to take place in a manner that gives them the greatest prospects of success. I will say there were a couple of parties mentioned in that media report which we haven't engaged with, so it wasn't correct reporting. And there are others that we are engaging with. I think what's important in answering that question, though, is that we really want to engage with like-minded political parties. There must be some common factors in these parties beyond just their existence. There needs to be respect for the Constitution. There needs to be a respect to the rule of law. There needs to be some common ground on the question of how we fix our broken economy.
Build One South Africa says the party has been open to working with other like-minded organizations since its inception. The party has been in talks with Rise Mzansi and ActionSA on how to better collaborate.
It is early on in the discussions to see what type of collaboration that will look like. But I think it's absolutely important that we give South Africans an alternative to which when they go to the polls in 2026 or in 2029, that there is that centrist democratic alternative that they can look towards, that can say to them, here's what we stand for, and here's a choice you can make.
Maimani adds that the possible merger of the four parties may also give rise to the Democratic Centrist Caucus.
There's a GNU caucus, there's a progressive caucus. Could there be a Democratic Centrist caucus? A caucus that, when you look at all the portfolio committees, how do we cover them and make sure we have a representative view for voters who share those common thoughts? A voter who voted for BOSA, voted for whatever, they can be able to say, my views can also be represented in another portfolio committee. So all of those collaborative models are things that we are looking at.
The Good Party says while discussions are ongoing, nothing has yet been cast in stone. However, adding that there are advantages of these parties coming together.
Voters in South Africa would be excited by a combination of parties that share similar values and propose similar policies. And there's lots of advantages, we believe, in some form of consolidation, including that voters would not have to choose between parties that basically propose the same solutions for South Africa's problems and for our towns and cities' problems. Secondly, we would consolidate funding resources. We would consolidate skills and experience that is now split between various parties.
Rise Mzansi believes that working together with other parties will lead to less fragmentation.
All parties have to maintain their autonomy and their independence, so we still remain a party as Rise Mzansi moving forward. But we just believe that if you look at even just the outcome of voter turnout, it becomes quite a problem with regards to being strong when it comes to power. So if there's a way in which you can find collective agreements with other political parties, then there's some kind of substance in terms of working together, but also ensuring that you advance the policies and issues.
It is still not yet clear if these political parties will work together ahead of the 2026 local government elections. Zara Groenewald, SABC News, Johannesburg.